Hi Thea, hi from Edinburgh. We're doing this absolutely remotely. How are you?
I'm well. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year indeed. Let's hope it's a good one. Let's hope 2022 brings lots of fun and games for Lynx, for campaign, for the industry in general.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So we've got on this call or this video to chat about Lynx. And in 2022, is Lynx back? And if it's back, what does back mean?
Yes, we are. We're back. I should say rather we've been around, but we're back live. So we are going to be having some live events in March of this
Fantastic.
year. So essentially we're back, but we look slightly different. So the awards are open. The deadline for the entries is on the 2nd of February, so that's coming up quite soon.
Right. So note to everybody watching: get your entry forms done.
Yep. And then we'll be having a big celebration at the Dubai Opera House on the 16th of March, and that will look like it has done in the past, a different venue, but it will be a big kind of black tie gala dinner celebration. So we're back in a live environment.
Fantastic. That sounds great. Why did you how have you done over the last 2 years? You said that you've been around, and I'm well aware that you've been around, but some people might have since you've been around virtually, some people might have missed you. So what have you done for the last couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, like every other event, we've had to really pivot, and we went digital. We had to cancel the festival about a week out in 2020. So it's been a bit of a learning curve, as it has for everybody, but we ran Lynx live in 2020, which was our online offering of really great content, including you, Austin.
Oh, well, I've heard good things. It was one of the, yeah, no, it was fantastic, that, yes.
Yeah, and we actually had a second version of that in October of last year. And so we've been continuing to offer content as a platform for the industry. As well as that, we've really continued to support young talent. We had a Young Talent Academy last June, bringing in lots of different agencies, people who are under 32 working in those agencies. And also we ran a student academy and a couple of student competitions as well. So we have been very much around, just we've been virtual.
I know one of those student competitions is to design a front cover for campaign. So I'm really looking forward to judging that in the very near future.
Yeah, absolutely. And we ran the first one virtually last year,
yeah.
but we had as much engagement as we normally do with our competition. So I think that from what the industry have told me, they've really appreciated the fact that we've continued to be a platform for the industry.
So why did you decide that now was the time to come back in person? Like you say, you've been doing pretty well virtually, and coping admirably with the COVID thing. Why, what was was there a tipping point, or was there any sort of particular flag that you passed?
Well, I think it's really based on industry feedback. The industry really appreciated us continuing to provide content that you can't really replace those connections you have by meeting in person. And particularly with the awards, the celebration in person is so different from watching it online. And with all the kind of health and safety, social distancing measures we need to put in place, we are able to do that at the Dubai Opera House. So we're pretty confident we can follow good health and safety guidelines, but celebration in person can't be beaten.
It's true. It's much more fun to dance on a table than to dance on a laptop.
Exactly, and with other people rather than on your own as well.
That's just a bit weird, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what else has the industry been saying about the Lynx actually coming back?
So I think they really appreciate we're launching a couple. Well, we're launching a couple of new awards. We've got our social and influencer links, which we've launched, and that looks at creative social campaigns. So that's new for this year, and we've got loads of really great feedback on that.
Okay.
Obviously, the social and influencer in this part of the world is huge. So it's really
and over COVID, it really took off. Yes.
Absolutely. We've made a change to our creative effectiveness category, which the industry have always told us historically is very difficult to enter. Just to remind you, creative effectiveness is the category that agencies or entrants can enter if they've won or been shortlisted at Lynx in the last 3 years. And it's looking at the evolution of the campaign since the win. And historically, very difficult to enter, but we've really listened to the industry and streamlined that entry process. So there's a big change there. And we've also changed our PR category to really ensure it reflects the current state of the PR industry. So all of that, all of those changes and the new award are based on industry feedback.
Excellent. And tell me just once more about the awards themselves. They're going to be on the 16th of March, did you say?
Yeah, so they are. So the deadline is the 2nd of February, and the award ceremony is on the 16th of March. We are also running another new initiative called the Lynx Experience. So you might have noticed I haven't spoken about the festival. We're not having a full-blown festival. The reason why is it's just not possible for us to run that. You know, COVID keeps on changing and evolving, and to organise an event for around 4,000 people in quite a small space is just not something we're able to do.
So what's the Lynx Experience then?
Yeah, so the Lynx Experience is a couple of days of content that we'll be running just before the Lynx Awards, so on the 14th and 15th of March. Okay. And essentially we'll be having breakfast, lunch and sundowner sessions that will bring different speakers to talk at, and they'll be open for people to come along and buy tickets to. But rather than kind of lots of different content running throughout 2 days with lots of activations, it's just a little bit more focused, because that also allows us to ensure kind of good health and safety measures are in place.
It does sound to me though like that means that there's going to be limited tickets for those.
There will be, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think if you'd have asked me this at the beginning of December, I probably would have said probably more people could attend, but you know, things keep changing, and maybe by March we can open those events to more people, but the tickets will be available from the 26th of January to buy, but they will be quite limited in number.
And how should I get my hands on them? From the 26th of January, where should I find them?
Have a look on the Lynx website. Everything's on the website. So all of the information about the awards, all the information about tables for the award ceremony, and also for the Lynx content events will be there.
Remind me of the Lynx website for those 3 people out there who don't know how to use Google.
Oh, well, it's quite easy. DubaiLynx.com.
I see what you've done there. That's very clever. And where will Lynx Live be held? Will it be at the Opera House as well? Or will it be
at the moment, we're just confirming the venues for that. We're looking at potentially running the experience in different venues throughout Dubai, but some of them might also be at the Opera House as well. So they will be confirmed within the next couple of weeks. Again, it's a little bit dependent on what guidelines are around kind of health and safety as well.
I think everybody understands that now. Yes. So the trick is to keep going to the website. And to get your entries in fast, including no excuses now for not getting in your effectiveness entries as well.
Exactly. So much easier to enter.
All right, excellent. Any final message for the industry?
Yeah, I think also you might notice I haven't spoken much about young talent this year. We normally have our young talent competitions that run as part of the festival, and we've actually shifted our young talent initiative. So now it will run in June as a standalone initiative, and rather than competitions, we're going to be running a 2-day intensive academy. So that's open, it's free of charge to attend for agencies throughout the region, as long as anyone who wants to apply to be part of it is under 32, then they can apply for that.
And that's open to who? To agencies, clients, students, just agencies?
Yeah, and not students, but agencies and clients.
Excellent. Okay. And yeah, those youth initiatives that you've done have been phenomenal in the past. So
yeah, they have, and our talent and training team basically choose the final participants for the academy based on the merit of the application. So it's really worth taking some time to kind of fill that application out. It's not open yet, but it will be in the next couple of months. So keep an eye on the website for that too.
Excellent. Anything else?
Yeah. Oh, we don't stop. We don't stop.
Oh, good Lord.
We've pivoted. I think one of the good things, if I can say that, about COVID is that we've become a lot more 360 in terms of what we do. So we're not just a kind of standalone festival that happens in March. Obviously, we've got the Young Talent Academy happening in June, and in May we're looking at having a one-day creativity summit in Saudi, in Riyadh as well.
Oh, excellent. Who's that for? And is that focusing on, presumably focusing on people, agencies, clients in Saudi, or people
yeah, it's very much focused on kind of examining what Saudi creativity is and kind of really deep diving into the essence of Saudi creativity. It will be quite a small event because it will be our first time going into the Saudi market, but it will be open to anybody who is creative, working in agencies, working in brands, working in governments, and also maybe in the kind of wider creative sphere as well. So we're just finalising how that's going to look, but I definitely keep an eye on the website for information.
You say it'll be small. That's what we said a year ago when we decided to put together a Saudi supplement. We said we're just going to put together a full supplement, 84 pages later or something. It was yes, there's such sort of creative energy coming out of Saudi that I suspect that you may have to revise your definition of small. It's
okay, good to know.
That's a great one. What else?
I think, yeah, I mean, we're looking potentially at having another Lynx live in October.
Okay.
So that will be our 3rd edition, and obviously that's our online virtual kind of content offering. And then throughout the year, we're hoping to have a lot more kind of networking events. So hopefully we'll be able to bring those back in person. And some more kind of, we do quite a lot around kind of workshops around creativity and really understanding creativity for brands as well. So we're hoping to bring them back in a kind of live environment too.
Excellent. Sounds all very exciting. It definitely sounds like Lynx is COVID's actually been quite transformative for you, not just in the sort of necessary ways, but we're now looking at Lynx being much more than just sort of laser focused on March. We're looking at a real sort of spread across the year and everything. And I think that's great for the industry and for Lynx and everything. It's really nice to sort of get everything sort of spread out a bit and to not just have to sort of all come together for one massive party and then go away and nurse our hangover for the rest of the year.
Exactly. And everyone in the industry that I've spoken to about the plans for kind of more 360 really has given us great feedback and really appreciates it.
Well, excellent. Yes, I know that I've worked with you and the team, so I know that you guys are really sort of putting your back into it. So that's that's great.
Thanks, Austin, and thanks for all your support as well.
Not at all. You can keep I'll put in my own little plug, but you can keep reading about what's coming and also the people who've won and the people who feel that they should have won and the people who and all the campaigns that and so on at campaign itself. So
and who the presidents are, because we've announced all of our presidents.
Yes, we have announced the presidents. The presidents, right? Is it just the presidents? Are the whole juries announced, or just the presidents?
Just presidents. So we announced the presidents kind of mid-December, and then by the end of January we will have all of the juries announced as well. So look out for that. And I imagine people will be able to read about them in campaign.
They will. And what about the sort of big awards, the sort of nominal awards, things like the Advertiser of the Year, Advertising Person of the Year? When are we going to find out those? That's
well, I think you'll have to wait until March for that.
oh, excellent. Right. Okay, thanks a lot. As I say, before we go, I asked you this before, and I really jumped the gun then. But any final messages for the advertising community?
No, I mean, I think, just keep an eye on the website. Remember that the deadline for entries is the 2nd of February, and keep an eye on the website for the speakers for the Lynx Experience, and just make sure that you book your passes to the awards early, because we are, again, a bit limited in terms of capacity for the awards ceremony as well. So yeah, just keep an eye on the website and book early.
Yep, I'm going to book up at least 5 tables for myself and get ready to sell them on the black market.
I didn't hear that.
Thanks a lot, Thea. That's really excited about this and really looking forward to seeing how Lynx develops as we come up to March and seeing everybody in person in March.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Justin.
Excellent. Thanks a lot.